Hello and welcome to Rule the Waves 3, playing as France, starting 1890 on Super Large. We have made it to January 1929. This is episode 40 something, maybe 43. Give me 2 seconds. It is indeed 44, I think. Yeah, let's make it 44. We are at peace. Everyone's at peace. Been a little while since our last war with Italy. Our alliance with Spain has expired. Great Britain has allied with the US. That is interesting. That means that Great Britain, I don't think I'll be picking on Great Britain again. It was kind of tempting because they still have many juicy colonies and their fleet is still weak after two losing wars, but yeah, I can find someone else to pick on. So currently working on Germany, so there might be another Franco-German war, but this time they won't be allied with Great Britain and Austria-Hungary. So very different. Enough talk, let's jump in. Here we are at our beautiful map. Don't think I've forgotten anything important. I have well, I should probably build air bases in Norway. When I think about it, I don't think I have done that. Ports, airfield. I think I only have airship bases. Stavanger. Bergen. Yeah. 2 batteries. Zeppelin bases. Did we build another airbase at Cherbourg? I don't think I need it. We have a double base at Toulon and one at Bonafico. We have one at Tunis. And we have one in Valletta. And we have one over here in Guantanamo Bay. And we have one here in Nassau. We will probably build more as aircraft become more relevant. But as you have probably noticed, I have not really focused on building out. Let's do the final few coastal batteries for anti-invasion and anti-rebellion work. Not sure it's worth it, but I like symmetry, if you haven't noticed. Yeah. I did take the time to reorganize. I have now created a third battlecruiser division, and I have now split them completely by class. So the reserve has mothballed 12 inchers, and I have the 14s and the 15s, and the Equitanes are the new 15s with much higher speed. And soon we'll have another class of 4 with 9 forward-facing 17-inch guns. We are also working on carriers and thinking about how to organize our battle line in the future. So lots of stuff going on. Under construction, 3 battlecruisers, and 2 light aircraft carriers, with 2 more on hold. So definitely plan to finish all of these once this one clears. I will start one more and then one more as the last 2 carriers clear. I was having a quick look at the almanac. So let's look at Germany because they might be the most likely opponent. So let's look at their battle cruisers first. You can see the new ones, pretty big, pretty well armored. 8 15-inch guns, 6-inch guns, and 4-inch guns. It's a good looking ship, very functional, but kind of slow. This presumably is the new way of thinking about battleships, so they are not that much slower. Again, 15, 6, and 4. Slightly thicker belt and probably an overly thick deck. And you also see they have aircraft. I still haven't decided if I'm building float plane carriers. And they have these two weird cruisers from 20 years ago that are kind of fast, kind of tough, kind of useless. And they have the usual collection of semi-fast, semi-light cruisers. Some big, some small float plane carriers. Some of their destroyers are pretty small, but most are in the 14 to 1500 ton range, so not bad. Looking at Great Britain, she's slowly recovering, but she only has half my fleet. So, but she has very little dead weight since I've sunk most of her stuff. So 10 speed is slow, but well armored, I would say. If they haven't spent more than 2 on deck, I would be kind of surprised. But yeah, it's not a bad ship. 10, 15-inch guns, that's starting to matter. And they have a kind of weird 3-turret, 7-turret, semi-fast battlecruiser. But again, I outmatch it slightly. Not by a lot, but yeah. They have these heavy cruisers. Not gonna build any heavy cruisers. They're not fast enough to run away. They're not fast enough to run down anything. And if they meet a battle cruiser, they can neither resist the firepower nor damage the battle cruiser. So yeah, not building that. They too have some AVs, small and large, some old destroyers, but most of them are in the 12, 13, 14, 1500 tons. Now they have some 1800 ton destroyers building. Italy is irrelevant. Austria-Hungary is irrelevant. Russia is doing 14-inch guns and battle cruisers that are the same speed as their battleships. I find kind of weird. But the US, yes, the US has built a 16-inch battleship. A good-looking ship, I think. Pretty. It's big. It's not fast, but it's not slow. It's heavily armored and packs quite a bit of firepower. So this is a good ship. The rest of the ships are kind of similar, but they are 23 knots and have 14-inch guns. This one has 12 14-inch guns. So they have a strong battle line. But most interestingly, these new battle cruisers, all forward, 9 6-inch guns, good speed, good belt armor, probably good deck, probably altogether a good ship. The only downside here, I would say, is that and they have 2 more buildings, so they will have 4, and they have Valley Forge, which is basically the same, but with 15 instead of 16-inch guns. They have 2 of those, and we'll have 4 Carasages. Now, the only problem for the AI here is that the AI is not very good at using all forward firing armament. He tends to weave and he likes to run away, and they are not super good for running away for obvious reasons. I mean, they can get some shots on the rear quarter-ish if you approach them poorly, but if you come in from astern, they can't shoot a single gun. So I'm not too worried about those. But that's how the enemy looks, or our peers peers and competitors. Yeah. Final check, 55, 58, 54. I feel we are kind of forced to chip in. Feels a little bit wasted, but yeah. We'll do it. And total budget, we are ahead, no longer ahead of our peers. They have somehow edged ahead, not by a lot, but by a little. Always annoying. The US is in their own category. Spain is way back, along with Austria-Hungary, Italy, Japan, Russia, very much second-rate powers. Pushing forward. Yeah. Irrelevant stuff. Top speed 92. I very rarely do this. Where are we? Strangely enough, we are kind of half competitive. Reserve, saving a little bit of money. I briefly considered just scrapping these 12-inch battleships, but they can't keep up with the rest of the fleet, so they have some value, I guess. They're costing a bit sitting in mothball there, but yeah, I'll allow it. Do we have enough tonnage that I can mothball these guys? Hope so. Nine commander. There should be a hotkey for that. Above average. Average. Uh, 3 years old. No, I don't. Can soldier on. Third fleet. Three more months. See, the AI is able to trick me from time to time and insert one of the little bastards into my rank. Above average, no. I don't have a single brilliant captain, so that puppy sound. Oh, turn. March. Just what I was thinking. West Africa is important. Now, decapping belt, always nice with armor. Should we request tenders for a new proto? Medium bombers? No, not. We don't need a medium bomber. Not anytime soon anyway. They are pretty expensive, and until they can carry torpedoes, I don't really see the point. Are they gonna do bomb enemy airfields or something? Nah. Not important. Airbases, blah, blah, blah. Budget is always important. Secondary director, okay. Not a super important. Close now. They had trouble a while back. Well, that wasn't a particularly big increase in budget, but I'll take it. Unrest is up. They're gonna grumble about money levels. I'm still behind my peers. Great Britain is going into overdrive. Another reason to keep those battleships. 14 blockade value. That's definitely worth something. Uh, Yay! Oh, yes. Finally, weight savings. And we will assign it to. Ta-da! And there is no nation that can kind of challenge those 4 ships. It's so funny. There are so many below average and incompetent, but there are really very few that can handle this. Below. Good administrator, yeah, sure. That will save me a few hundred. They're useless anyway. Zoom construction on the Bermuda. Maybe it's called something different in French, I don't know. When this one hits the water, it will definitely be the most powerful warship afloat. When this dock finishes building, we will look at creating a battleship design based on this, with like 3.5-inch deck, more armor, 27 knot speed, probably 16, 18, 7, 16. I'm just doing some quick maths here. Yeah, it's doable. I would like to have TPS 3. That is the only thing I don't really like here. But anyway. Design ship. Plane carrier. Can we make something useful? That one looks pretty good. 12 planes. Catapults. No armor, good. Improved director. We don't have the AI director, so removes it for us. Or light AA guns, because we can. 27 knots, that's not especially fast. So this is 14,000, 14, 15 and a half, 16. $20,000. Is it worth it? I always feel kind of let down, but then again, the AI is better than me at finding my tips. Should we build a couple? Just because we can? Why not? So this is AV 1929, a blue, the 6,000-ton ship with 12 planes and high speed so it can follow the fleet wherever. I don't know. There you go. That'll be perfect. Yeah. Let's have a little fun. It's a 20s, early 30s, so why not? Okay. Light cruiser division. How can you have so few competent captains and so many competent rear admirals? Do they get more skilled as they advance? I don't understand that. We think there was like this pyramid. Polynesia, yeah, right, I forgot about that. Tensions leading to war. Japan, Japan 4-1. This would give me more budget, which I kind of want. But this could be good at. Oh, yeah, I said yes. Because now they are allied to both Great Britain and me, then the chances of fallout is much reduced. We have zero tension here. They aren't very upset with Japan either, and traditionally Great Britain is very friendly with Japan, so it could work out. We mustn't forget that none of my ships here have actual anti-aircraft guns. Yeah, regarding my 27 knot battle cruisers, I can either keep them as battle cruisers and change their engines, preferably in a few years when I have better engine techs. Then I can get them up to 29. Still a lot less than 31, but better than the bulk of the enemy battle cruisers. So I haven't decided what to do about that, but I need to have a look at some of my ships here and consider some rebuild options. Yeah, we have some options. We could give them dual purpose 4-inch, upgrade their 6-inch guns, or swap them out for 5-inchers. Lots of stuff we can do. Above water, tubes. So, we'll probably do that soon. We need to at least clear these light carriers away first. Yeah. Japan needs. Oh, yes, 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 the game loves. Oh, big heart, big heart. Probably won't be refitting the -117s anytime soon because that's kind of expensive, but future ships will definitely now be built with 17-inch guns. Blue? Yeah, I feel we must build it. Blue X. We will build two. Will be done in a year and a half. Okay, good enough. Finished working up. Completely irrelevant. Double gun mounts on DD. Now that is an interesting tech. That is a very interesting tech. The only one I think we're now lacking on the destroyer side is dual purpose guns as my main armament, because currently you can't do that. You have to have some 3-inch secondaries. But that's fine. And okay, deck reloads for torpedoes. That's extremely useful as well. Yeah. Yeah, sure. Just thinking, should I refit some destroyers now or just wait a little while? What is my... do we have... depth charge throwers? No, that's not the one I'm thinking about. I want mortars. That's the next interesting one. Okay. Good text, but we need to keep moving. Cannot stop. Sink or swim. Okay, it's that advanced. They just can't fix it. Find a way instead. This one goes to reserve. If all my guys had the good administrator, then this would be a blast. Okay, much as I'd like to construct even more, I have to admit that budget-wise we are about half our monthly budget, more than half our monthly budget, all things considering, is spent on construction. This is good. DVL building, aircraft types. Now I can request a new naval patrol aircraft doing range because the one I have is... no, that one is poor. Fighter is poor reliability, firepower and range. 6 months, ready sometime next year. We're not getting that prestige now. Oh no. We didn't do it. It was not us. Köln. Meh. Triple turrets on CL. That's interesting. Did we get that pop-up for heavier CLs? No. They are still just 8,000. Then I don't think there is much point. Unless we can do this. No, we cannot. This is a minimum, I would say. No. No. Not quite. Close, but not quite. We have enough light cruisers for now anyway, but yeah. We scrapped those others. We can put the Plutons on mothball, actually. Save us a few pennies. These DGs could maybe be mothballed. They're poor anyway. Kyoto, yeah. Whatever. One of those killed my light cruisers during a raiding event, remember? Fuse, automated fuse settings. What is that? Armor piercing or explosive? I don't know. I know where many of the texts belong and approximately where they will appear, but not every single tech. So should start with the category name. That would be very helpful. This probably is a mistake because there is a big break in text. Speaking of text, when it comes to heavier than air, but yeah, let's keep as is. Anti-aircraft artillery, I think I want to have on heavy. This one can go back to low. Something like that. Sign commander. Above average, no. Below average, do we have any administrators? No. Incompetent good administrator. Nah, that's probably not so smart. And we made it to 1930. Yes, I would like to continue being friends with Japan. New docks completed. Our first carrier is done. Yeah, sure. And we have 7-inch guns. Wow. But at least that's one gun less to research. Loading. Super heavy shells. That's nice. So we are up to 60,500. Yeah, cool. And this one is almost done, so I think I will assume construction. Yes, I definitely will do that. No, not aircraft types. Now we will go to air groups and give the other question is we could do 24 fighters and some torpedo bombers just for sort of the lulls. That wouldn't be so great in terms of cap, so I think I will do this. I guess I can use those as scouts or something. Expand Bergen Airbase. Expand Stavanger. Makes sense, I think. No one on active, but we have the carrier working up. I mean, I want to convert ships to carriers, but it is very expensive, and I feel I get outdated very quickly. 65-ish thousand is where I usually aim for. That lets me, with all the new techs that arrive, lighter engines and other things, that usually lets me build the ships that I want or need. I don't really need 90,000 capacity. It's also hard to keep active. We might do it. It depends on how rich we feel, or if we get bored, or yeah, there are many reasons to. Do we have any aviators? I strongly doubt that, but ability. Ooh, no. Let's do an average one from a destroyer division. Any aviators? Probably not. I don't think they. Timid sounds good for a fighter group kind of guy. I would also love at some point, if you feel rich, to make a colonial service light cruiser type thing to get away from the disgrace of running these 1800 19th century relics. It's not very high on my priority list, but it would be cool. Half superimposed. No. Yeah, there are many options. Something like this could be fun to build. There's a little bit of this and a little bit of that. It's not really a serious ship, but yeah, we'll see. Wow, 25 knots. Not exactly super fast anymore. Four, five. I mean, it could be. So 16-inch we could do. No, but it gets no, it gets too funny, and it's too expensive also. Not something we are going to do, but it's always fun. If we had infinite monies, we could do it. So before we start refitting anything, we need to, I think, at least get the Atlanta done, and then these would follow, and that would free up enough money to seriously update things. So if we have to fight Germany, that will be unfortunate since we have no air defense on almost none of our ships. I'll try to avoid that, but you know how things work out. Suddenly we are at war. We are a peace-loving people, but yes, okay, good. So our battleship, next generation of battleships will have TPS. Also good. Daihatsu barges. Good. And have a look at the map. And you can reach most things now. You could even it looks like you can reach Nova Scotia. No, you probably need to reach the actual base to do it, but you can almost reach Nova Scotia, and I could probably invade Panama, which the US still doesn't have. No. We could even try some invasions here. Yeah. Let's plow through this year and get the episode over with, but we will have to do this all the time. Loose cannon. No, I don't like the sound of that. Yay! Yay! Air groups. Copy air group. Paste air group. And now, of course, now we have now we can boost this research to high. So high. Armor. Ship design. Medium, I think, is sufficient now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3. Okay, good. Hey, how did they manage to research carrier force? We struggle tremendously with it. Turbo electric drive, great stuff. Transverse arrestor wires. Yoo-hoo! Prototypes. And okay, they are somewhat faster, they have better range, and they're better all around, and hopefully average, so we will say Devo 18. Yeah, we will do that. Yes, maybe. No, it can do for some more years. I think I would like to prioritize a torpedo bomber. So range, or range, no, range reliability. Range is pretty good already. It's actually pretty fast as well. No. Let's do the naval patrol craft range. I'm so tired of assigning commanders, but poor admin, no. But if you don't, you will have trouble later, because then everyone will be incompetent or below average. Yes, like this one. Could have gotten ugly. Brilliant. I like that. Voice radio. Good. Of course. Italy and Great Britain are Italy. Yeah, this is the problem for Italy. They get upset because they think Great Britain controls their territory, which is kind of true. Borneo? This is absolutely of no concern to us. Sumatra, Java, Borneo, something, I cannot pronounce it. Papua New Guinea, these are the Philippines, several islands. They are running a role-playing campaign, Shadowrun, and some of the players are approximately here, crashed in the jungle of all places. Fun stuff. And one player is in Mexico City, which isn't called Mexico City anymore, but I digress. I greatly digress. Let's take off the circles here. All good, I think. Oh, he has more aircraft than me, but this is much big. Oh, wow, that was slow. How do you run away? Increased muscle velocity. That armor piercing? Probably. I have the list somewhere here. Let me check. I can just check that in. Increased muscle velocity, yes. 1926 technology. Hmm. 3 incompetence, below average. Galois is mothball, so let's do this. No, this one is also mothball. Okay, whatever. Yes. Advanced alloying. Sounds like a hull thing. Oxygen fuel torpedoes. That's nice. On destroyers, not on capital ships. Success. Improved electric engines. I can guess submarine without looking. So basically, they are not having any degree of success. Get it? Tensions are stable. Deny involvement. Again. Medium AA. They lost this once before. I shouldn't laugh. I got really upset. Remember, was it the Antilles or Bermuda? Bermuda, right. Got very, very upset because I had just gotten that. Yeah, we had that one, and then it jumped down to medium. Okay, so the next one is the next one we need is the one with AI directors. I think that's an AA thing. Let me check. Early AA director, yes, but it says 90% chance. Yeah, so probably, but not guaranteed. Okay, naval patrol aircraft next round. Let's. I'm gonna sneeze. Sorry. Oh my god. A loose cannon on a battlecruiser sounds like a thing. All the averages are taken. No interesting below average, so yeah. Ta-da. Oh, wow. Austrians want armor piercing, yes. Automate. Okay, let's look at this. So it's kind of underwhelming, but you can see speed is quite improved. Range actually isn't anything to write home about, but when you go this much faster, you can patrol more effectively. Firepower is same. This one is not interesting. This one is too slow, so this one it is. See? Less rugged than Opa. Every single plane. Medium bomber. Yes, now we can do the range. The bullshit is at it again. Why would corvettes be involved in what is clearly a fleet? But no, I don't want to know. Close. And 2 more months. 3 for the Atlanta. 2B. We already saw that one. Dual purpose guns as main armament for DD. Yeah. Losing a corvette and a battleship. I cannot not be impressed by how stupid that resolution is. I must design some destroyers next year, but now I want even bigger destroyers because now 1500 ton doesn't feel like it's enough. Can do a 4-inch. Okay, except the graphics are horrible. We could definitely do this. Dual purpose, 8 4-inch guns, 8 torpedoes, DC. Do we have DC throwers? No, I don't think we do. Oh, we do have. When did that happen? Yeah, it needs 34 knots. Does not need that, no? That's better. Yeah, so this would be a viable 1500 ton destroyer escort in this period. Not looking like this, but I mean, in general, we could even do 200 rounds. This would be perfect, actually. When did we get charged throwers? We do have depth charge throwers. I'm thinking about something else, clearly. I am thinking about mortars, yeah. But I was actually thinking about DC throwers. So, double confusion. Yeah, okay. Then we can build some new ships. We can maybe even refit some of the older ones. But that is for next year. Yay. I have no idea why you can't put those into the type of division. Decapping belt, yeah, there you go. Monthly balance 2.5. If we're not building docks, we probably should be. I will look at some designs before I decide. Anyway, hope you had fun. See you again next time.